red and yellow.
Is that black?
Yeah, black.
Okay, and black.
And red, and then there's yellow and black.
Right.
So that's what, yeah, we have to do. Tract, you can see many different trails, and even though it's in a circle, people can easily get lost. So these identifying markers at each intersection will tell people where to go, how far the distance is. It will help them. We call it wayfinding in signage class. But this way they'll know if they take the red trail, it's going to be 1.5 miles. If I cut through, it just helps them find their way when they come to each intersection. And then throughout there, besides, this will really help with wayfinding, we then have educational signs just about the wildlife and the plants as they go, so they can learn as they go. The refuge is big and vast, and we have other hiking trails like you mentioned. The Indigo Trail has the web, the Wildlife Drive has a tower. These are, and we have the Mangrove Overlook. So these are like nice features as people go through. Right now at the Bailey Tract, we don't have any of that. We just have a trail system. It feels a lot like wilderness out here. There's no cars, you can bike and hike. I love that it has the feel of wilderness. Our mission is to have the protection of land and waters for the enhancement and the enjoyment of all the American people. And I really think our mission is changing now to people all over the world, because we have international visitors that come from all over just to visit this refuge. So that's our mission. Our mission is wildlife first. We are an agency of biologists first, scientists first, and then we've hired people like myself that are environmental educators that then can go out and speak our mission and get people to come out and enjoy the land. So a science-based organization that's really kind of turned its focus to getting people to become stewards of the land. But for the most part, it's just to get people to get out and enjoy, then hopefully continue to protect where they come from and become great stewards of their environment no matter where they're at. You can visit a national wildlife refuge within 50 miles of every major city. You fly into Minneapolis, St. Paul, you fly right over Minnesota Valley. There's ones outside Vegas, Denver. Every major city. We are urban, and I think that's what's really great about us. People can get out. It's not like having to spend thousands of dollars to get to the Grand Canyon. Wildlife refuges are in your backyard. We just need to get the word out about them. We get the whole, we had a great time, what can we do? And we say you can give to the Ding Darling Wildlife Society. We can't take contributions, but they can. So those happen on a daily basis. I talk about complaints, but we do get positive things on a daily basis. Probably the best thing that's happened that I've heard in my 16 years is someone that has already passed on. This is a couple we did not know. They donated $25 a year, nothing that we would ever think, oh, red flag, a big donor, nothing like that. He contributed in the photo contest, the Ding Darling Wildlife Society photo contest, so he loved to take pictures. They would come to some of our programs, but we didn't know them. And so we're always trying to interact with people. And I wish we could. We get nearly 1 million people. We try to interact with them. We found out after the fact that they didn't have kids, and they left the Ding Darling Wildlife Society, our friends group, in their will. So 33% of their will, not even the whole thing, 33% of it came to the refuge. And it went to other things, where they went to school and all these other things. And we are still collecting on that. And by the time it's over, we'll have more than $1 million from them. Two people that cared a lot about wildlife, that knew their money would be well spent, that enjoyed public lands. That's the kind of stuff that gives me goosebumps.
to benefit the overall without expectation for payment or praise.
We had a group called Identifying Spaces, and we came together to work with the Ding Darling National Wildlife Preservation with our ideas to place trail markers in 2 areas of the park to identify some of the plants and ecosystems and the biodiversity that's evident there.
On its own terms, for reasons internal to the activity itself, service, we say, is good.
Okay. We also wanted to look into serving with them through fundraising when we realized that Ding Darling already has a group of donors and other fundraising opportunities to get money to put on different projects. So then we decided to put in the markers instead.
Why am I giving it all? Is this for me or them? And does it even matter?
After meeting with our partner, we discovered that what they really wanted was assistance to design and install trail markers along the Bailey Tract. And in this way, visitors to the park would be able to self-navigate and not be lost. And they also could be able to identify the types of wildlife that they would hope to see on any given part of the trail. Because philanthropy operates on principles of civic engagement and builds community.
To connect our project with civic engagement, we looked into the service component of the course and worked with the community department to do indirect service while designing the markers and installing the markers along the trails to aid in the safety and education of the visitors.
Sustainability is a big part of this project as well. Our idea with having the postmarkers there on the trails will be able to last for a long time since they're made out of a durable material, and they'll be able to withstand any kind of weather.